Okay, let's play some damn chess. Don't even think about it. Get that damn nut out of here. Get that whore out of here. No, I don't. Get that damn bitch out of here. No, I don't. No. This fucking sucks. No. Get that whore out of here. No, no. Get that whore out of here. Damn, I fucked up. No, I don't. I don't. I don't. No, no, I don't. Man, that fucking pisses me off. No. What a dumbass! Dumbass. No, I don't. I don't. How the hell am I on check? Oh. No, no. Son of a bitch. That fucking pissing me off. Fuck this shit. No. Man, this is fucking pissing me off. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. Kiss that damn phone goodbye. Ah, fuck this. Oh! Stupid move. Maybe that guy was so damn stupid. Oh, she's cute. Get that whore out of here. Man, I fucked up. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. No. No. Get that damn bitch out of here. No. Damn! Get that damn knot out of here. No, I don't. I don't. I wanna feel you. I wanna taste the world we found. I wanna feel you. I wanna breathe you in right now. I wanna feel you. I wanna taste the world we found. I wanna feel you. I'm gonna get my tail foot in this game. That fucking pisses me off. No, I don't. Man, she's got some spit arms. Man, she's got some spit arms. Which pit? That fucking pissed me off. No. No. No, I don't. Man, this is man, this is pissing me off. Man, I've lost this damn game. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Man, this fucking pissing me off. Man, look at this fucking shit. I want a damn rematch. I ain't taking that whole fucking... Rematch me! Bitch. No. I'm beating that whore! Oh no. Hell no, you ain't doing that shit. Dumbass. Go ahead and take that damn clean out, Astro King up! I ass him up. I will ass him up. You will not like that shit. Not with a damn. Move! 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 Get that damn knot out of there, you bitch. He is not happy worth a damn. Looks like I'm ready to report his black ass for stolen. Oh, he saw that shit. Damn. And there ain't no chlorine in this river we can ride. The chlorine song. And there ain't no chlorine in this river we can. And there ain't no chlorine in this river we can ride. Dumbass! You dumbass! And there ain't no chlorine in this river we can ride. It feels like a damn blowtorch. With spit pouring. Get that damn whore out of here. I'll take that whore out for a poison dinner. Get that whore out of here. No, I don't. And there ain't no spit chlorine in this river we can hide. Man, I fucked up. Get that damn king out of here. Let's get rid of the jack that has Uzi arms in. Jack that has Uzi arms. Jack that has Uzi arms. And there ain't no chlorine in this river we can find. This is not good. This is not good with a fuck. Get that damn work out of here. Whew, I thought I fucked up. Damn, I did fuck up. That fucking pissed me off. No, hell no, you ain't gonna do that shit. Dumbass. Shit. That fucking pisses me off. No. Fuck this shit. Come on, dickhole. No. This pit. Son of a bitch. Fuck this shit. I want a fucking rematch. This is fucking pissing me on. Get that whore out of here. No. Be a dumbass and move that damn knot right there so I can Donkey Kong a whore in your night. Boom. Get that whore out of here. Man, that fucking pissing me off. No. That fucking pisses me off. Get that damn bitch out of here. You, cuz. Oh, I thought you done fucked up. So, that fucking shit pissing my ass off some kind of fucking badly. No. Hell no. I got two Scotch arms. Okay, you're gonna lose one of those damn. Choose which piece you want to lose. You're a whore or you're rook. Dumbass. Ha 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 ha. Dumbass. Stupid dumbass. Munch! 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 Now it's time to Jen. It has Uzi arms. Man, I'm gonna fuck this guy. Oh! It all started when he fucked up. Namely Bishop is queen is damn rook. Okay, move his black ass around and put his black ass for stun. Come on! I'm thumbing down this bitch. Man, he's really starting to fucking piss me off. He's really starting to fucking piss me off. Wow, that girl's got some long arms here. So does that girl. Holy shit, she's got some long arms. Holy shit. Oh, she's cute. Oop, I touched her head. I touched her head.
Opening your eyes.
Head.
It was a dream. It was only a dream. Thanks so much for taking the time.
My pleasure.
And some people were asking me, you're going to have Howard Stern? No, better, Howard Storm. So you were a tenured university professor and an atheist when this accident happened and you died.
Yes.
You are.
And it changed your life completely. Why don't you tell us what happened that day?
On June 1st, 1985, at 11 o'clock in the morning,
Thumbs down him.
next to the last day of our 3-week tour,
Man, I fucked his ass.
I had a perforation of the small stomach, the duodenum,
Pull his butt.
and it took me right down to the ground. It was the most terrifying, painful
I still eat.
experience I'd ever
3
had
more
in my
games.
life.
I gotta
What's
kick
going
his
on?
ass.
My wife called the desk at the hotel. They called an emergency service. A doctor came within a very short time, and he knew exactly
Get that
what was
fucking
wrong.
whore out
And
of
it clear
here,
to us
son of
that
a bitch.
if I didn't
Get
have
that,
surgery
get that
immediately,
whore out of here.
I would die. within
I'll
a
chase
matter
that
of a
whore to
few
Kingdom Come.
So he called an ambulance service. They took me to the big public hospital in Paris,
be a
Cochin,
dumbass.
and I was taken to the emergency room, examined by a couple more doctors. They said
Get that
the same
whore
thing.
out of here.
You have to have surgery now. And it made it pretty clear that an hour would probably be too late, that it had to be now. So I was then taken rapidly over to the surgical hospital, but unfortunately, because it was a Saturday, there was no surgeon available to do anything. So I was parked in a room and basically kind of forgotten. So I was left in that room
shit.
for hours as the
Oh,
time
no,
went by.
hell no,
no
you ain't doing
medication,
that.
Nobody took my blood pressure, anything. The situation,
I'm gonna ear your
I knew
root.
I was dying, and nobody would do anything. I was never given any medication of any type, and at 8:30 that night, a nurse came in and said they were unable to locate it, and they would try and get one the next day.
You dumbass.
The doctors in the United States told me my maximum life expectancy was
Wait, I can do that
5
too.
hours in this experience, and
I can ear your root too, dumbass.
pain had
You
been
dummy.
unbearable for hours. I knew I was dying, so I told my wife goodbye, and we made our goodbyes, and I went unconscious.
Get that damn king out
I
of here.
awoke from that unconsciousness, and to my absolute delight and surprise, I felt not only wonderful, but I was more alive than I'd ever been in my entire life. All of my senses were greatly heightened. My vision, my hearing, my taste, my touch, my smell. It was just like I was more alive than I am right now.
And did you realize you had died?
It would never occur to me that I died because I was really alive for the first time in my life. And
Could you see your body?
when I saw my body, it was extremely upsetting, and I refused to believe that that was my body because that
damn king
body
out of
was meat. It was stuff. It was just like, that's nothing. I'm alive. That's not who I am. And I heard people calling me outside the room. And
guess what I see in your
they
future?
seemed
I see a big dick in your future.
okay, and they were saying, Howard, hurry, come, let's go. And so I went over to the doorway of the room, in the light of the room, and out in the gray, kind of unlit hallway was a group of people staying out of the light of the room. And I said, I'm sick, I need surgery. Are you from the doctor? And they said, we know all about you. Hurry, come with us. There's no more time to talk about this. We got to go. And
they seem friendly. Everything.
Oh yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was hospital people coming to take me to my surgery. It seemed okay. And I went with them. And they took me on a long journey, which ultimately led into complete darkness. And at this point, I realized this is all wrong. This is very bad. These people are not here for my benefit. And I said, I'm not going with you any further. And they said, oh, yes, you are. You've got to go further. So they began to push and pull at me. And I fought back with them as hard as I could to get them off me. And
were these people?
They were people. They weren't demonic beings. They weren't monsters. They were people. And they wanted to elicit as much pain in me as possible because they had nothing better to do. They had utterly lacking in any sense of compassion or caring. And in this world of darkness and nothing, all they could do was to subjugate each other to their sadistic desires.
You think this is what Jesus talked about, of the outer darkness?
More than anything else, Jesus said you'll be cast out into the outer darkness where there'll be weeping and gnashing of teeth, where the worm never dies. I mean, that's how he described the negative experience of people that don't reconcile themselves with God.
Well, and it became, I know, very traumatic, and you told me about it yesterday, and we'll hear more of that next week.
Yeah, it's a lot worse than I have begun to go into. Yeah.
But something happened after that changed your life completely. I mean, even to the point of leaving a tenured college profession and becoming a pastor, a Christian pastor.
I was totally ripped up. I looked like roadkill. I was just destroyed. And in that utter hopelessness and despair, I remembered being a child, being in Sunday school, singing Jesus Loves Me, and most importantly, remembering believing as a child, as an innocent child. There's a wonderful line in the Bible. So if the little children come unto me, do not stop them, for such of these that will inherit the kingdom of God. That's what we need to draw on, is that simple trust and love. And when that came to me out of utter desperation, no theology, no understanding, no nothing, just desperation.
Because you've been a devout atheist.
It's like, I want that. I want what I had when I was a kid, which I had mocked and denounced and ridiculed my whole adult life and tried to turn my students away from that, to my shame. And I called out, Jesus, please save me. And with that, a tiny light appeared in the darkness, and it got brighter and brighter and brighter and came over me. And out of this light came hands and arms, and he reached down and touched me. And when he touched me, all the gore, which I had not seen before, but now saw in his indescribably brilliant brightness, just dissolved away. And physically I became whole, but much more importantly than that was, as he touched me, I was filled with his love, which is indescribably greater than any love I wish I had another word, because the love that we experience in this world is not comparable to his love, which is so overwhelming. And the hands went underneath me, around my back, and he picked me up, held me like a mom, like a dad, and held me hard up against him. And I put my arms around him and held him, and he loved me and made me know that it's okay. And he was like rubbing my back, and it was sort of like, it's all right now, it's okay, it's okay.
It's real.
Oh, I love him. And as he was doing that, we started to leave.
Dumbass.
This place
Dumbass.
of nothing but torment, and pain, and agony. And as we're traveling up, I see off in the distance this enormous center of light with all kinds of activity around it, like a mega galaxy of light. And I go, oh, I'm such a piece of garbage. He's made a terrible mistake. I don't belong
Why
here.
did you say that?
Because I was. I mean, Jesus came into, I'm not talking about a trash heap, I'm talking a garbage dump. I'm talking a cesspool of filth. And he touched me. Why would he touch me? I'm filth. And he restored me. And he loved me. And he's taking me there, and I thought, he's made a terrible mistake. He should put me back where I belong. And he spoke to me. And he said, we don't make mistakes. You do belong. I'm like, and I go, and I realized I hadn't said that. I had thought that. And I thought that. Do you know what I think? And he said, I know everything you've ever thought. And I went, oh no, that's bad. Can I tell him what I thought next?
Yeah, tell him.
I thought about a woman without her clothes on. And he thought that was so funny. Jesus thought it was funny, and I thought, he thinks I'm funny. And it was like so great. And I thought, if he knows everything I've ever thought, I've got nothing to hide. It's good. I mean, we're tight. And I just want to say that, you know, people talk about his love all the time, but I want to introduce a different word in here. Really, a really complex, important word. He likes us. He made me. I mean, and I knew, and he explained this to me very deliberately and carefully, that he made me. And he doesn't make junk, and he likes me. He does not like the things that I do that are destructive
that
to
fucking
myself,
pisses me
destructive to the people that I'm in relationship with, or destructive in God's plan and purpose and love for me. He doesn't like those. He doesn't like our sin. But he loves us and likes us. And the reason why he doesn't like the sin is he wants us to be better than that. You know, he just wants us to be wonderful. And that's what I've been trying to do. And of course, I've had lots of failures. And I've had a few successes. But the thing that I know, and he made it really clear to me, is the intention, the effort to be good, to be loving, to be kind, to follow him
fucking shit
is what pleases him, not the success. It's been really hard for me to figure this all out, but I want to pass this on. He doesn't expect me to be Billy Graham or, you know, anything. He just wants me to be really good Howard, you know? Just like,
very freeing.
Just like my mom wanted me. She didn't care what I became as long as I was a good one.
Fucking pisses me off. That fucking pisses me off.
This book, Befriend God, Life with Jesus. And I want to begin our conversation with a little personal reminiscence.
Man,
the Bible says many are called, but few are chosen. I believe that just about everybody's called by God. It says few are chosen. And what does that mean? If God calls so many, but few are chosen, what does that mean? Well, I think that part of what that means is like a lot of people don't respond to the call. Being called seems like such an obvious thing. I don't need to explain it. You know, we all get lots of calls. calls on our phone. A lot of times we get unwanted calls on our phone. Matter of fact, it's becoming a really big problem with lots of people getting scams and all kinds of mischievous calls on the phone. Some phone numbers I don't answer because I don't trust the person on the other end at all. I don't think they're out for my good or they want to do me harm. Anyways, so being called, someone's calling us. In this case, we're talking about being called by God and how do we respond. So I want to talk about my experience with being called. After my near-death experience, I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do, where to begin. I knew I was going to have to change kind of like everything in my life in some way, shape, or form, but I didn't know exactly what that would look like and what it meant. The good news was I was in the hospital for several months, and then when I got out of the hospital, I had to rehab, which means build back my strength. I had to relearn how to walk, relearn how to eat. I mean, like everything that you take for granted, like going up and down stairs was like a big challenge over time for me to do that. Anyways, so what did I do with my time? Basically what I did in my time for months was I read. I read and I read and I read. Watched a little TV, but I didn't like TV. Didn't have that much appeal to me. Mostly reading and a lot of praying, a lot of studying. Overwhelmingly all the time I was alone, me and the dog. The dog wasn't much of a conversationalist, but a great comfort. And I had this passion to go to church. Last time I was 38 years old. Last time I'd been in church was I was 15 years old. And I didn't know what church to go to, what to be. And
damn can out of here.
Things I did was I got the Yellow Pages, which was very big in those days, and I went through pages and pages and pages of churches trying, and I kept praying, God, I'm running my finger down this list of churches, and when you tell me to stop, that's the church I'll go to. And I never got the signal to stop, and I did this for hours, and nothing ever happened. It's like, thanks a lot, God. You know, like I'm trying to find a church, you know. So one day, a woman whom I had hired at the university as an art instructor, and Beverly, called me up. She'd never called me up in her life. And she said, oh, I hear you've been sick and that you're getting better. And I said, yeah. And she said, well, I'm calling. I just want to invite you to church. And I said, where's that? And she told me the name of the church, and it's like a little over a mile and a half from my house. Matter of fact, it was a church. I'd never been in it, but I know that my wife had been in it a number of times because my daughter had sung in high school choir at that church. My wife had gone to the performances, and she'd come home and told me that. And in our conversation, it turned out that church was of the denomination that I grew up in, that I had left at the age of 15.
Man, this is really starting to fucking piss me off.
I didn't know if this was an answer to my prayer or not, but I went to that church. I had a gigantic experience of the church the ceiling of the church being filled with angels. I was very welcomed at that church, although I didn't know anybody there.
Fucking king out of here.
And I fell in love with the church, and I've been a member of that church since 1985. And I took a lot of classes at that church and learned a lot of things. The pastor was really good to me. And I'm very happy to be a part of the choir of that church today. So I was called to the church, which is one of the ways that we're called today. So I was called to the church, and learn a lot of things. And the pastor was really good to me. And I'm very happy to be a part of the choir.
Stupid!
So I was called to the church.
What a dumbass!
Which is one of the ways that the pastor
Kids Choir.
And I'm very happy to be a part of the choir of that church today. So
Damn, I didn't know Howard Storm sung.
Which is one of the ways that we're called. At that church, I had opportunities to serve. I took a series of classes, and over time, I was made a lay minister, which meant that I went and visited the sick,
this guy's
the
dumb.
Nursing homes and things like that. And then eventually I was ordained to be given the ability to take them communion from the church to these people and serve them communion, which was like for me, it was like a huge sacred thing to do, was to bring them the communion that the pastor provided for us to give to them. At that church, over a period of time, I'm talking about years now, they invited me to be liturgist, and then the pastor asked me to preach a few times, and then I felt like I was being called into ministry. I had many, many discussions with the pastor and other pastors and lots of people about going into ministry. I did retreats, 8-day silent retreats with the Jesuits several times, thinking about whether I was really called into the ministry. I made a deal with God that I would try seminary, and if I didn't like going to seminary, I wasn't going to like ministry, so I'll give the seminary a try, but that I'm not committed to going to the ministry. Anyways, ultimately, I matured in my call to the ministry and went there. And I'm telling you that every single person that went to that seminary was struggling with the same thing. Am I really called? Am I really called to be a minister? Is this true? They were pretty sure they were, but they wanted to be convinced. And the fact of the matter is, 1/3 of my class dropped out of seminary and never went into ministry. And that's pretty typical. A lot of people that go to seminary never actually go to ministry because they realize that they weren't really called into it. As a pastor, I couldn't help but wonder the first couple of years, is this what I'm really supposed to be doing? Because there's hills and valleys to being a pastor, and sometimes you get really discouraged. You go like, maybe this is a big mistake.
Bitch.
Maybe I don't belong here. Maybe I'm not suited for it, stuff like that. But over time, I realized that
damn game.
That I was called to be a pastor, and that it was the right thing for me to do. As a pastor, I've been a pastor for over a decade. When having been invited on many mission trips, I finally felt moved to go on a mission trip, and it was so wonderful that that led me to go on more than 30 overseas mission trips. That was a call to do that mission work. I was called to, I ran a Saturday soup kitchen for 5.5 years, and I go on and all the things, but God calls us, and we have to respond. That's the whole point that I'm trying to make. And it's not like God says, Howard, I want you to go to South Africa to, evangelize to the people. It doesn't work that way. It's a long, slow process. It's not a yes or no thing. And one of the things that you do, if you're rational and mature, is you explore the call. And I'm going to talk about how we explore the call and how we mature and develop in the call in a minute. But so that's just a little personal bit of being called to me is a huge, important part of my life, and is a huge, important part of my relationship with God. And everyone I know that's serving God in some way, shape, or form, it's the same thing. And if you do it right, you have no regrets. God has revealed God's self to us in the Scriptures. There's more in the Scriptures about God than you could ever begin to handle or comprehend. So although God is a mystery, there's more than you need to know or are ever capable of knowing if you read the Scriptures. God is revealed to us in the traditions of the church, which of the traditions of the church are all derived from the Scriptures. And God is revealed to us in the creation. I think observing nature is a huge way to know God. to understand God. God is revealed to us through our reason. If you think rationally, God makes a lot of sense ultimately. And that's one of the reasons why I love theology, is theology is so sensible. And what I was just talking about at the beginning of this was God is revealed to us, and our call is revealed to us through our experience. And if you think you're called to do missionary work, go on a mission trip. Don't become a missionary. You're not qualified. You're not ready. Go on a mission trip and see if that was really something that you think you might want to do for the rest of your life, or devote a lot of your life to, or maybe it wasn't the experience that you had hoped for. If you want to serve the poor, go to a soup kitchen one day and serve the poor, and find out if you really like working with the poor or not. They're great people, but they're also messy. They're kind of messy people. That's how you explore your call. But the call is really where the rubber meets the road. Your call is where you grow in love, you grow in knowledge, you grow in faith by serving God. Now I'm going to tell you something that's kind of shamefully simplistic, but I have told so many people over the years, fake it till you make it. If you're struggling with your faith and you have all these doubts, you know what I tell people to do all the time? I said, go serve the poor. When you go humble yourself, and serving the poor is a humbling experience. If you're not humble serving the poor, don't go serve the poor. I mean, if you go in there with an arrogant attitude, do not go there. But if you go in humility to serve the poor, you will begin to know and grow.
No.
So, from the love of God, we begin to have a knowledge of God, and through that knowledge of God, we want to serve God. When we serve God, we grow in our knowledge of God, and we grow in our love of God.
No, I don't.
Have you noticed I just made a circle? It's a circular thing. The more you love, the more you know, the more you serve, the more you know, the more you love, and round and round and round it grows. And that's how your faith grows. Faith isn't just like blam, magic, God hits you with a magic wand, and you love God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and you know everything about God, and and you've been made into this like sanctified Christian. It does not work that way. That's magical thinking, and magical thinking is good for a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old, or even a 6 or 8-year-old. But it's not good for a mature person. It's irrational and silly. It's immature, and it's not the way the world works. The question is, if God is calling you, and I'm suggesting that if your heart is beating and you are a human being, God is calling you. As far as I know, God is calling you. How are you responding? Are you running away, like Jonah? He was supposed to go and preach at Nineveh, and he took a boat to the other direction, and God got his attention, and he ended up back in Nineveh. Maybe you're just ignoring it. Maybe you got much more important things to do. Maybe you got money to make. Maybe you got a house to buy. Maybe you got your eyes on a Lexus or a Mercedes, or how about a Lamborghini? Maybe there's some shiny little trinket out there that you need to be focused on. You don't have time for all this silly God stuff. Maybe you've got problems. You can't possibly be responding because you got your own problems. You don't need God in the mix, which, of course, from my point of view, is just the opposite. God's frivolous, hanging life, and they have more important things to deal with at the time. Whatever. How are you considering your relationship with God? I would suggest to you that way too often people just ignore God. And God is calling us in many ways, which I'm going to get into in a few minutes in this talk. You know, when people think about God, in my experience as a pastor, when there's a crisis, you know, when they're in the emergency room, lots of people are thinking about God. When they're dying, people are thinking about God.
Dumbass.
So I hear, I've never been in battle, but so I hear there's an old
he wants a rematch.
Foxhole, and I have heard from soldiers that I've heard conversion stories of men in the foxhole, you know, calling out to God for the first time in their life and believing in God and having a relationship with God right there in the midst of a battle where they're pretty sure that they're going to be blown to bits. So crisis gets people thinking about God. How are we responding to God? Maybe when your life is going really good is a time to think about God, which is a time when people don't think about God. Because I'll tell you what, when I'm having like lots of fun, it's hard to think about God. I'm too distracted. But maybe that's the best possible time to be thinking about God. Let's talk a little bit about our relationship with God, because it's relevant to this call business, because we all know what it's like to be called by our father, our mother, our brother, our sister, our grandmother, our grandfather, aunts and uncles. We know what it's like to be called by them, and I mean pulled into a relationship. I was very fortunate.
Get that damn bitch out of here.
Growing up as a child, becoming family relationships, we had like a lot of relatives, and they were all, every single one of them was loving and sweet, and I mean, you know, great experiences of an uncle taking me out in a speedboat, and, you know, et cetera, you know, grandmothers cooking special food for us, you know, that she thought we would like, you know. My one grandfather always sending me this soda pop, which was a really big treat, you know, because
give him a little extra treat.
Having art lessons, all these people calling me into relationships. You know, Jesus had a daddy. He called him daddy. It's God. Jesus literally called God Abba, which is Aramaic for Papa, Dada. When you hear Abba, it doesn't mean Baba. It means Papa, Daddy. And that's what Jesus called God. I mean, he had that, and he wanted us to have that same kind of relationship.
So,
a familial relationship, which is about as, hopefully, if you've got good mother and father, you know, is like the best relationship. Well, unfortunately, sometimes people are traumatized by the relationship with their parents, and therefore it's hard for them to have a relationship with God because they've learned to distrust people whom they are seeking love from. And so that's like a difficulty in getting to God, is because they're not going to trust God because they never learned to trust their mother or father, etc. But anyways, Jesus wants us to have that kind of loving, close, familial relationship with God. There's so many titles for God in the Bible, go on and on. I mean, there's literally hundreds of, but you know, some of the ones that we most commonly hear is Good Shepherd, Living Water, Mighty Mountain, Bread of Life. They go on and on and on. What the Bible's trying to tell us, what Jesus is trying to tell us, is that God is like essential to our life.
Stupid!
It's really,
you
really important.
Dumbass!
You are not an orphan. You didn't get dropped into this world and now you're on your own. That's the biggest misconception in the world. You are tied to God, and you are tied to not only your biological family, but you're tied to everyone in this world. That's one of the ways that God calls us, and probably the most common way that God calls us is to other people. How many times Well, I don't know the answer to this real question. I would like you to think, how many times has someone invited you to church? How many times has someone tried to witness their relationship with God to you? How many times have people tried to love you and be kind to you? How many times have you rejected those things? How many times have you accepted those things? That's all ways that God has been calling you, is through other people. I would also suggest to you that you hear those calls from other people in books that you read, in the music that you listen to. You know, when I think back to the music that I listened to as a teenager, like the Beatles, all you need is love. You know, when I think back, it was like, yeah, I mean, not only did we think that was the greatest song in the world, the Beatles were the greatest, but it's true. All we need is love, and they were telling it. And I didn't know it, but love comes from God. I thought love came from girls, but love comes from God. The love I was looking for was
be a dumbass and move that damn phone down there.
Seeking, which was pretty animalistic, frankly. To connect with God, you only have to seek God. And I want to go, this is not a digression, but one of the difficulties with seeking God is, who is your God? If you're seeking God in idolatry, in false gods, you're never going to find God. And I believe idolatry is a really big problem, because I'm going to talk about some of the gods of our world, our society, here now today, that are huge distractions from the true God. Egotism, lust, power, control, materialism, and anything that we worship that's not God. Sorry. Those are all not only distractions from God, but they're actually, those things are diversions away from God. So, when we're seeking God, seeking that call, are we called? How are we called? How do we respond to the call? Make sure you're seeking the true God and not some idolatry of your own imagination, like power and success and things like that. I want to mention one other thing, and this might sound strange coming from a person who's served as a pastor for 30 years, but religion can become an idolatry. Religion
Damn,
is
I didn't
there
want to do that.
bring us to God.
Damn, I didn't want to do that.
It's not there to worship the religion. And that may sound like a fine distinction, but in fact, it's a really important distinction. And I've met so many people that have been traumatized by religious institutions. It's so sad. And because they've been traumatized by the religious institution, they've lost their faith in God, or claim that they've lost their faith in God because of some malpractice in a religious institution that they're involved in.
That fucking pisses me off.
It's so terrible when that happens, but please do not give up on God because you had a bad experience in a church. Most churches and most people in church are really good people, and unfortunately, once in a while, people do have traumatic experiences.
Oh, fuck.
And don't think that God doesn't know what you've gone through.
Oh,
the Bible tells us that God knows us and judges us by our heart and not by appearances. And I believe that if you look into your heart, you do have a huge desire to be in relationship with God, in spite of,
fortunately, he fucked up too,
whatever traumas, whatever bad experiences you may have had in life. So those are some obstacles to God. Now I want to sing to you. And I'm not a very good singer, but I love singing. I'm in the church choir, and this is one of my very favorite old-timey hymns about being called. And I'm going to risk singing and tenderly Jesus
Not a bad singer.
Calling for you and for me.
Not bad.
See on the portals he's waiting and watching for you and for me. Come home, come home. Ye who are weary, come home. Earnestly, tenderly, Jesus is calling.
No.
Calling, oh sinner, come home. I hope you appreciated that.
Not bad.
I had to be courageous to do that because I'm not very confident as a singer, but I love that. Actually, I told my wife I want that to be sung at my funeral. Because I find that very, very moving and true.
He's trying to jet and it has Uzi arms me.
It's personal. It's between you and God. And nobody else's business but your own. In the scriptures, we have many examples of Jesus calling people.
Get that damn bishop out of here.
The scripture doesn't tell us if he knew them before he called them, or if that person that he called knew Jesus before they knew him. But it's highly possible that he didn't know them. It's also possible they didn't know him when he called them. And he called them by name, and he would say, "Come and follow me." And here's the weird thing, and they did. The scripture does tell us a couple people he invites to come and follow him.
Man, I'm going to lose a damn game.
Choose not to. At that time, the disciples did not know who Jesus was. All as they know was that he was an approximately 30-year-old itinerant rabbi with no credentials.
Get that damn...
For some reason, they dropped what they were doing and went and followed him. Pretty dramatic call. And over time, they came to learn who Jesus really was. Sooner or later, most of them much later than sooner. Jesus, God, knows your name, and he calls you. One of the most remarkable calls in the Bible is the call of St. Paul. And Paul went on to be, in my opinion, the greatest evangelist in the history of the world. And I might suggest, arguably, one of, if not the greatest Christian in the history of the world, who wrote more than half of the New Testament in the Bible. A man who was about as far from Christ as you can get. He was a Christ basher and possibly complicit in the murder of Christians, a Christ persecutor. And
stupid!
By name, and he went and followed him. But it wasn't a quick one. It was 2 years before he even began actually doing anything. He spent 2 years studying and praying before he actually went out and began any kind of ministry. The Bible tells us, knock on the door shall be opened. But what I want to ask you is, who's knocking on the door? And I submit to you that it's God who's knocking on the door first. And it's our job to open the door. You can knock on the door of God too, but I think the one that initiates this call always is God knocking at the door. Where will you end up if you are called? The word for that is vocation, which means vocation, like from the root vocal, means to be called into something. We often think of vocations as doctor, lawyer.
He's fixing to get his ass fucked.
Like that. But a vocation can be anything. Your vocation could be being a server in a restaurant, a cook in a restaurant. Your vocation could be being an insurance salesman. Your vocation can be, how about this for a vocation? A teacher.
Fucking pissing me off.
A nurse. A carpenter.
No.
I heard of a guy once whose vocation, his first vocation was as a carpenter. They called him Jesus. That was his first vocation. He was a carpenter. There's nothing, you can be called to be a carpenter, and I think that's an incredibly noble, wonderful vocation to be called in. the work, if you're really called by God into a profession, that's your call. So being called doesn't mean that you're going to end up being a missionary or minister. It can be
cuz you done fucked up.
Where you contribute to the world and where God has put you. The struggle is, what am I called to do? What's my vocation? Or to put it in simple terms, what is the work that I'm supposed to do with my life?
I keep fucking this, guys.
How do we
find
our vocation? You talk to good people.
I don't.
About that work and whether you're suitable for it. If you talk to the right people, they will really help you identify whether that's the vocation for you or not, and what you need to do to prepare for that vocation. We're also fortunate that in our free society we have the opportunity to seek a vocation, because there's so many people in the world that grow up in poverty that never get an opportunity to seek vocation. They're stuck in poverty. I mean, their livelihood is simply trying to put food on the table so that they can survive. They never get a chance to really develop their call, develop the gifts that God has given them, and the gifts God wants to give to them.
Damn!
Prayer. That's one of the ways that you seek and develop your vocation is pray. Seek opportunities to serve in the types of vocation you might
do.
When I was young, one of the things I did was I thought about becoming a commercial artist, nowadays called a graphic designer. And I had the opportunity to spend a day with a graphic designer at his work. And at the end of the day, I knew absolutely positively that is not what I wanted to do for a living. It's just, I don't know, he was a really nice guy, and what he was doing was he was actually doing illustrations for the telephone company. And when I saw what he did all day long, I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to spend my life doing it. So one of the ways that you discover your people, go dip your foot in the water and sample it. Try it. Talk to the right people. Look at examples of people who have lived a good life.
Stupid!
Read their biographies. Look at the biographical information that's in the scripture about different people. See some of that stuff. I've got one vocational opportunity for you that I'd like you to consider is not very optional, and that is the church. I believe that we're called to be part of the church, and so many people I know say they believe in God. They even say they don't go to church, they don't like the church, they don't want to be a part of the church. It's like, I don't get it. I don't understand. The church are the people called by God to be a community to love and worship God and to serve God. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of that? I just don't get it. I don't understand. If you've been called by God, why wouldn't you want to be with other people that have been called by God to love and serve God? I can't.
Whoa, I almost fucked up.
And I can't explain it. I'm not going to try and explain it. The church is there for people to grow in their faith, to be supported, to worship God. The church is there to be universal and not to be tribal. Not there to be a little country club or a little group of self-righteous people. It's there to connect with the whole world and connect with the universal church. The church is there to be inclusive and not be a closed-door society. And I want to add that the church needs you because the church is always in need of reformation. It always needs new blood, new people to be seen, new ways to do things better than the ways that it's been doing it. So too often, all of our churches, and I'm speaking about all churches, become bound by conventions. I can't tell you, and you church. Pastor, we've never done it that way before. We've always done it this way. And of course, what they're talking about always doing it this way is their life experience, which means like for the past 40, 50 years, they did it this way. But I'm here to tell you that 100 years ago, they didn't do it that way either. You know, everybody thinks that the way that the church is supposed to function is their life experience with it, but the church changes with every generation. And you are called to be part of the new church. And a church that appeals to a new generation and new
They're
people.
Fucking pissing
of course,
me
still
off.
Carrying on and maintaining the important traditions that it has been carrying, hopefully, for thousands of years, directly from Christ. Explore your vocation with wise, good people. People have already walked the walk. In our next section on discipleship, I'm going to talk a little bit more about spiritual gifts, which is really specifically how you are called to be part of the church, what you have to contribute to the church. The spiritual gifts are for the building up of the church, and God will give you gifts for the building up of the church. Now, I'm not talking about talents now. I'm talking about specific gifts that God gives individuals for the building up of the church. If you are not knowledgeable about your spiritual gifts, and if you're not using your spiritual gifts, it's something that's really important that you get into, but I will save that for our next session. Read the scriptures and learn about how different people have responded and not responded to their call.
Man.
They're full of both good examples and bad examples. And most importantly, listen to the Holy Spirit and pray about your call and what you can do about it.
I don't.
What action you can take. Jesus says in John 15, verse 11, I have said these things to you so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. When you have a call, when you know your call, when you seek and find your call, and when you live your call, you know the joy that Jesus is talking about. I'm not talking about the joy of having a candy bar. I'm not talking about the joy of having on a pretty new article of clothing or the joy of meeting somebody wonderful in your life. I'm talking about an abiding joy that's so deep, because when you live your call, when you literally are living your call and you know you're called to do it and you're living it, no matter what happens around you, you've got that joy way down in your heart, and nothing can rob you of it. When you know your call and live your call, your life is radically different, as opposed to floundering around looking for gratification and looking for happiness. You know the experience of watching a sunrise or a sunset, being overwhelmed by the awe of it. That's a moment of reverence, of awe. And who is the artist that created that spectacular sky? That would be God, the Creator, who made those beautiful things for us to enjoy. And when you have the call, you have that sense of well-being in something higher and greater than yourself, your higher power, the Supreme Being, God, the Holy One. And that's why having that call is so important. And it's a process. And that's what I've been trying to talk about this whole time. It's all about a process. How to discover your call, how to discover your call, how to respond to the call, how to seek confirmation of the call, and how to ultimately adapt to it as your call evolves in life into maybe ways that you hadn't really fully understand at first.
He's trying. Janet has Uzi arms me.
We are called to heaven.
Oh, no.
And that is
damn!
In that little bit of the song that I sang, God is calling us home. But
that fucking pisses me off.
First, we have to make our home here. First, we have to be reconciled in this world. We have to find heaven on earth. Christians pray that. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. We're talking about us doing God's will, or if I may, responding to God's call and living God's call on earth as it is in heaven, and then we are part of bringing heaven on earth. That's what we're praying for, to be part of the radical transformation of this alien country that we find ourselves in, and making it a home for God and a home for the saints. Heaven is our true home, and we're trying to make this world more like our true home. Real peace on earth, real harmony, real love. So the call is serious business, because it's literally finding out what you brought into this world in the first place to do, and then doing it. So I pray, sisters and brothers, that you will explore your call, be open to God's call, find that call, and with the help of the body of Christ, the ecclesia, those called by God. That's what ecclesia means. That's where we get the word church from. Those called by God, through the help of the ecclesia, the other called people, you will find real joy in your life and real fulfillment. And God absolutely will help you along that whole process if you put your trust in God. Thanks for being with me tonight. I'll see you in a week.
Thank you, Howard. That's really wonderful to hear about your personal experience and your journey. Thank you, and
Man,
wonderful to have your
off.
counsel for us. Brilliant talk. Thank you again. Thank you to all the listeners, too. Bye-bye.
No, I don't. No. No. God damn, King, out of here. That pisses me off. No. Damn! No. What the fuck is going on? No, I don't. No, I don't. Man, this is fucking pissing me off. Man, this is fucking pissing me off. One more game. This is fucking pissing me off. That was stupid shit in my part. No, I don't deny him. I don't. Damn! That fucking pisses me off. No, no. Get that whore out of here. Get that damn whore out of here. Damn! bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. But everything else was so fucking cluster fucked. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. That fucking pisses me off. Yep. The guy fucked up. The guy fucked up. The guy fucked up. He could have had him a checkmate there. That guy fucked up. That is fucking pissing me off. All these culture fucks. Bitch. Son of a bitch. That makes me more safe, God's name in vain. That fucking bitch down here, you son of a bitch. Suck my dick. No, suck my dick. 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 You dumbass, you could have put me in checkmate. Dumbass. Come on, bring that whore down here. Suck my dick, you whore. Wait, see your arm. How much arm? No, I don't. Come on, you dipshit. Actually, what the words? Did she have a spin effect on? Dole. Come on and move. Get that damn work out of here. He's trying to Janet has Uzi arms me. Janet has Uzi arms. No, don't. Oh no, hell no! I need to go to this fucking shit again. Why you got some spit arms?
Change. I want you just the way you are and every day now. Say you stay, don't go away. I love you just the way you are, the way you are. Every time I think about you, I want you just the way you are, just the way you are, way you are, just the way you are, way you are, just the way you are, way you are, way you
are. Damn! I spoke with Word Johnson, not from God, God coming out when. That fucking piece of that son of a bitch. Get that damn whore out of here. Kiss your whore goodbye. Kiss your whore goodbye. Oh. Oh, his black ass wants to stall.